So I've got to clean an Airbnb right now. Normally housekeepers have all the cleaning supplies, but we don't have a housekeeper, and we're not going to spend hundreds of dollars on some third-party company. And honestly, even if I was going to, it's 1 p.m. and there's no way I can get somebody out here to get it cleaned before 4. So I'm scrambling to get this thing done. So this is embarrassing to confess, but every housekeeper that I've hired has quit. Hundreds of Airbnb properties, poof. And it's my fault, actually. I tried to do something and none of the housekeepers wanted to stick around. And so, like today, for example, I just bought $120 worth of cleaning supplies to clean an Airbnb. And I'm creating a cleaning caddy. You guys might have seen that video, but that $120 isn't even all of the supplies. For example, there should be steel wool in the cleaning caddy, but I couldn't find it at the Kroger I was just at. And I'm out of time. It's 1 o'clock here and we've got to get the place cleaned by 4 p.m. and it's a big house. And yeah, so I'll finish it later. So here's why my housekeepers quit. In this industry, housekeepers get paid $35 an hour or more, and a lot of them clean flat rate. So, you know, back in 2014-15, the going rate was $55 per 1-bedroom apartment for housekeeping. Obviously, guys, it's inflated since then. I know people paying $400 to get their Airbnbs cleaned. Now, I've taught for the last 7 years that you need to control your costs. One of my very first videos was about this. So in the spirit of cost control, I told my housekeepers, we're not paying you flat rate. We're not paying you $35 an hour. We will pay you $14. And of course, they were offended by that. I told them if they want to do a flat rate, we can quota their hours, basically find out how long it takes to clean, rate it out at say $15 an hour, and give you a flat rate based on that with a little bit of margin in case anybody throws parties and the cleaning's harder. But we're not going to pay you a ton of money for time that we don't need you for. And of course, they fought back. And you know, at the end of the conversation, they're like, no, we're not going to clean for that. We're just going to leave you high and dry. Or so they thought. I'm not against cleaning. Also, if you don't know how to clean properties, then how are you going to train housekeepers when you hire people, right? But you know what? I don't think I'm really losing out. These housekeepers wanted to do everything their own way. They had a cleaning method that they used for regular properties, and they just wanted to clean the way that they knew how to clean. Backing up, this is dangerous. I'm talking while backing up. I'm just parking, by the way. And so they could not be trained. They refused to make any adjustments to their cleaning style. If guests were breaking wine glasses and we needed to know so we could replace them, or if we needed to do deep cleanings or do an inventory check or quality checks on stuff, they would not do it because they were so obsessed with this flat rate for what we would consider to be basic service. And that has poisoned this industry. So I basically were like, I'm gonna pay you what you're worth. You're doing $15 an hour work, I'm gonna pay you $15 an hour. But these entitled housekeepers were like, no, I know my values. One quick thing too, before we get to the cleaning caddy, I want you to see this condition. This is the condition that the home was left in. The only thing we've done so far is strip the beds. And this is one of the primary reasons why you wanna hire your own housekeepers. See these plates? That's place settings from the last time we cleaned this place. The kitchen, super nice. They even cleaned out their own coffee pot. This was like this. They used it and they cleaned it out. Super nice of them. This place is in darn near perfect condition. They stayed 2 days. They were super sweet. This is one of the bedrooms that they used. You guys remember this video where I made this room. It's just in such almost near clean condition already. If I were to have sent a housekeeping company here, they would have wanted $250 to $300. They would have showed up, noticed that it was nearly clean.
Ooh.
How you doing?
Scared.
Good to see you. They would have showed up, noticed it was nearly completely clean, said nothing about it, took their time to clean it, charged us the full boat. They would have been out of here in less than 2 hours. And they would have charged us nearly $300 because this place is in just perfect condition. Question, how did you find the position? How did Spencer find you for this job?
I found it through Lance.
Through Lance? So like yours a referral?
Yeah, just a referral.
Super cool, nice.
He told me about it and I was like, I needed something, you know.
Yeah,
but
right on.
I've already wiped down almost everything. I had some speaking Spanish and Windex and stuff I forgot to tell you, but.
Sweet deal. Yeah, I'm gonna fill that cleaning caddy up. That cleaning caddy is gonna be yours.
Okay.
So I'm gonna show you how you're gonna manage it, but you're gonna hold on to it.
Okay,
so,
cool. I got all the towels right there. I'm gonna wash them after. Do you want to wash the towels or?
Yeah. So the light colored towels can go in with the whites, and then when we wash anything black or dark.
Yeah, I was gonna put some towels in, but I wasn't sure if you want me to or not, so I just went ahead and washed them.
You're right on the money.
Okay.
Good job.
But I've got everything wiped down. I just looking for a broom. Other than that,
cool. I'll be right back with the broom. Thanks. This gentleman, $17 an hour. His friend said, hey, I've got this great job, and he took the job. We didn't even have to run a job ad because the people who work for us at $17 an hour are so happy with that price point that they just referred somebody. How about that? And my friends, this is where the pro tip comes in. I've been hiring people for like 17 years, and hiring cold applicants, like job applicants where you do interviews, is the hardest and most expensive thing ever. The best thing that you can do is put all of your time and energy into hiring a good couple people, which is the hardest part. And as soon as you have a good couple people, push them for referrals because they'll know people. Good people with good work ethic know other good people with good work ethic. That's the best way to hire. Got brooms for you too. One thing too is for that table up there, it looks clean, but if we
wipe it down.
Yeah, well, you might, take all the plates off. But when we wipe it, we have to use a wood cleaner. That has actually got a finish on it. And if we actually use something like a Clorox, it'll strip.
It'll mess up that wood.
So yeah, I actually bought you a Murphy's wood cleaner.
Okay.
It's gonna be in your caddy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, cool. I recommend using bottles like this to refill stuff so you can actually get your cleaning supplies for cheaper, because buying this is like $4 or $5, but when you buy a gallon of this stuff and then start refilling this, you'll save like 75% of your cost. I do think that every cleaning caddy should have its own toilet brush. Something like that works just fine. Magic erasers, great for walls. Nicer properties have stainless steel. We need this stuff. Get this in the color blue because you could use this as a way to check to see if someone's used your bathroom by putting blue stuff in the bowl. A housekeeper will have a big thing of laundry detergent and their cleaning caddy. Every location should have its own vacuum because hauling a vacuum around is really what does damage to the vacuum. And a cheap vacuum will last forever as long as you don't put it in the trunk of a car. So it is cheaper to have a bunch of medium quality vacuums in your Airbnbs instead of buying one really nice one that goes in the trunk, because that wear and tear from taking it in and out is really what destroys that vacuum. This needs steel wool. Steel wool is great for cleaning dishes fast, even though you may not need it, and it's great for cleaning things off the floor too. Today is his first day. I'm gonna train him on our 5-step cleaning system. There's an orientation manual we take him through so he knows how important his job is. I'm gonna give him this cleaning caddy, it gets assigned to him, and we run our accounting a certain way that if anybody ever stole our stuff, we can take it out of their final paycheck. If you want to learn my 5-step cleaning system, how to run a job ad for housekeepers, how to conduct interviews for housekeepers, how to run a good enough company that you get free referrals for housekeepers at $17 an hour, Cracking Super Roast is where I've taught thousands of hosts to become millionaires with Airbnb. There is a link. This is one of the biggest things you can do as an Airbnb host is control your costs. Today is day 2 of housekeeping. I wanted to come back and do a follow-up because we had a one-night stay and I wanted you guys to see again what condition somebody leaves a place in one night. I'm gonna run some videos for you here. Take a look at this. If you pay a housekeeping company, third party, they would not show you that this place is so unused. They would tag you for $250 to $300, take their time to clean, and they would keep all of that efficiency. They'd be done in an hour and a half and get out of here. One person could clean this place in an hour and a half easy, and the only thing holding them up would be laundry. So if you did offsite laundry, you could take all the time in the world. But in this case, they used 2 beds. So there really isn't that much laundry to get done. We could probably finish the whole place, laundry included, in an hour and a half. My people make $17 an hour. That makes our housekeeping cost for a 3-bedroom property $30 as opposed to $300. Guys, this is a big deal. So this place is almost completely clean, but there's a fork in the closet. Guests do the weirdest things. Like for example, this is a vase and somebody actually used it to mix Tang. They actually used it as a drinking container. It's artwork, guy. This is the 4th day in a row that this place has been cleaned. One night stays Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Today is Saturday and it's 2:30. My housekeepers are already long gone from this place. It's nuts how fast this place can get cleaned when it's getting cleaned every single day. I'm coming through to spot check my cleaners to see if there's anything that they do wrong or could do better, and that's why I'm here. But I'll tell you, the average cost of cleaning each day for the last 4 days has been like $60 per clean, 60. And our cleaning fee for this place is $190.
And we're able to charge that because of the perceived quality of the home. And because this listing is brand new, we dropped our rates to like $150 per night, but we're also keeping $120 from the cleaning fee. So we're keeping $270 net each day. And for any of you that were using a regular housekeeping company, paying them $200 or whatever else they would charge you for this place, you guys would only keep $140 instead. So if we did this every single weekday that we had empty space, we'd make an extra $120 more than our competition. But also because we have that efficiency, we are going lower than you probably would go for this house. So we're getting dates booked that you would not get booked, meaning we're making $200+ on days that you would make zero paying for our third-party cleaning service.
I was about to post this video a week and a half later and realized my editor left out a key part of this video. So let's recap it, because you've heard this story before. Over the last 5 years, I've been telling you about how my housekeepers quit. It was 2018, after I moved to Dallas, that we started switching everybody to hourly only. And that's when all of our housekeepers quit. Since 2018, we've not hired actual housekeepers. Over 95% of our hires were not housekeepers, and we created them. That's a key distinction here. And since then, we've saved over $750,000 by training our own housekeepers from scratch and making them in-house. And that's conservative. On 25,000 reservations, I know we've saved over $30 per turnover. A house like this, we're saving over $200 per turnover. I could probably sell that number as $1.5 million in savings / profit over the last 5 years by doing it ourselves. But I think you guys get the point. And I've got a pro tip for you. Housekeepers are not just housekeepers. There needs to be a second position, an inspector, and this is easy for hotels. You'd have housekeepers go through and then an inspector goes through with a clipboard and checks everybody's work. Not easy as an Airbnb host, is it? So with bigger houses like this, it might be worth it for you to send an inspector behind your housekeepers and spot check. But with smaller apartments, we try to get our housekeepers to self-check. If you have both houses and apartments, a cool way to do this is do inspections in the big houses. Spot check your housekeepers here, use it for training and follow-up. If you find housekeepers that don't make mistakes on these big properties and are thorough, there's no way they're gonna make mistakes on the smaller ones. So you can inspect on the big properties where your risk is high and give them more autonomy. If you want to learn how to do housekeeping on your own and train your own people, send me a DM, talk to my team, contact me anywhere. This is one of the most important parts of being an Airbnb host in 2024. Control your costs. I'll see you on the other side.